the day, vlogging to save the day. Nostalgic vintage toy heroes.
Hello everyone, it's Outrider here and welcome to another Figure Force video. Now this one has been set by, well, the prolific challenge maker Mr. SMS number 1. And after the success of the Figure Force videos that we did last week, I thought I'd respond to his latest little challenge. So, this challenge was all about toy memories and a specific memory of toys that you have from when you were a child. And Mr. SMS number 1 basically told us about how he's put some Star Wars display or seen a Star Wars display in a caravan. Check out his video, it's a really good one. I'm going to talk to you about how it all began. And I think that I might have touched on this before, so sorry if it's going over old news, but it is one of my most powerful childhood memories, and I'll try and go through it in chronological order. So I think it was my 5th birthday. I'm 99% sure it was my birthday. And like all memories, like this is how I remember it. It might not be 100% factual, but in my 5-year-old brain, this is what I remember happening. So I remember a couple of weeks before my mum went to me, she used to have the Case catalogue, which I think most people in the UK, Case catalogue was a bit like a catalogue where you used to ring up, you used to order stuff and pay through the nose of what stuff are in retail because you could pay off weekly or monthly. A bit like the very catalogues of today and everything like that. And I remember she put that in front of me and said, "Oh, which one of these do you want?" And it was Bruticus, the Combaticons, or Defensor, the Protector box. And I remember my exact words, "Oh, tanks and helicopters are cool." So I had Bruticus, and I can remember waking up that birthday morning, and I can remember they were all individually wrapped, and I can remember it was this blue wrapping paper with footballs on and a kid kicking a football. I can remember that, and I remember having them brought up to my bed, and I remember opening them first thing in the morning, and yeah, I remember playing with them and opening them, and here is the one that started it all. My battered, tired, dusty Bruticus. He's loose, he's falling apart, and he's one of my most prized possessions. He's amazing and beautiful. And to be honest, it was only when I took him out the case I've realised that, you know what, I need to, with what I've learned about figure restoration over the last couple of years, I really should give him a bit of love and a bit of care and bring him back to his former glory. So if you would like me to do that, if you would like me to restore my first Transformer, then, you know what, leave a comment below and I'll document it and we'll go about trying to tighten up all these joints and maybe put some new stickers on him. Maybe, I don't know. Kind of like the worn stickers though, and I kind of like the being on the journey. But definitely loose joints. Could do with getting rid of them. See, I mean, his chest plate just falls off and those 2 cannons in the back just collapse. And anyway, okay, so that was one of the strongest memories, but the memory doesn't stop there. Because I remember, for some reason, I think I had a birthday party on the night. It must have been on the night. And I think I must have been at school that day or something, because I remember going out. Maybe I was taken out for the day, maybe it was at school, I can't remember. But I remember peeking down, walking downstairs and seeing this brown box shoved behind one of the chairs that wasn't there before. And I was inquisitive and I walked over and I had a look in this box. And inside I saw a side of a Transformers box for Power Master Optimus Prime. Now I pretended I didn't see this, because I thought, it's got to be mine. No one else wants a Power Master Prime. So I just pretended I didn't see it. Anyway, on the night then, I can't remember this memory. I can remember vividly peeking inside the flap of the box and seeing the artwork and the product shot from Power Master Prime. But I had Bruticus in the morning, and then I had Power Master Prime on the night. And I remember then, and it was either my birthday or the following day, I was playing with the Combaticons and Power Master Prime with these guys. the Micromaster. I think this was a Rescue Patrol. Now, these two aren't my originals. I do have my originals somewhere, but they're really loose played with. Red Hot has lost his ladder. These two are original ones, the original ones I played with. These two I actually picked up for 10p and 5p each from a car boot sale not so long ago, believe it or not, and they are mint. But anyway, so my childhood memory is not only getting Bruticus, not only getting Power Master Prime, but also playing on the carpet in my mum's lounge with these guys. And these guys were, for me, Sea Spray, Ratchet, Prowl and Inferno, because they're the ones I had at the time. So yeah, that's been my toy memory. It's how it all began. Who'd have thought that 29 years ago, nearly 30 years ago in June, I got these toys and I played with these toys, and they helped define how I am as an adult. How crazy is that? How a decision of what to buy a kid for a 5-year-old kid shapes his future. That's mental. You have no idea of the consequences of the actions you take when you've got kids, and it is scary. But you know what? I absolutely love these things, and the Power Master Prime for me is probably my most prized possession. I was at work the other day and we were doing an introduction thing, and we had to say the thing that meant most to us. And even though you think it is Bruticus, it's Power Master Prime, people were saying the houses, the cars, all that kind of stuff, and I come out and said Power Master Optimus Prime. And one guy in the room knew what I was on about. So, yeah. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how we hold on to these things and these memories? And this thing was there when I was 5. This was the thing I saw in the box. And it's come with me on the journey of life, through growing up, through everything I've done as an adult, work, having a little boy, all that kind of stuff. And Power Master Prime is still by my side. And it's funny, because another memory about Prime is I used to have a lot of nightmares when I was a kid. I used to have really bad nightmares, not being able to sleep, and didn't want to be upstairs on my own. A bit like my son is at the moment, actually. And I always remember my dad turning around to me and picking up Power Master Prime and putting him by the side of my bed and said, "What are you scared of?" And I said, "Oh, I'm having nightmares, Dad." He went, "Do you think Optimus will let anyone hurt you?" And it was funny. That night, the nightmare stopped. And as long as I had Optimus by me, I was alright, and I didn't have nightmares and didn't wake up. Which is really weird, isn't it? But I can remember that as well. In fact, I've got so many memories attached to this thing. Taking it out on days out. Remember once I went out and I thought I'd lost Haikyuu and I found him at home. Funny how you attach memories to a certain object. Anyway, why don't you have a go? Why don't you tell us a childhood toy memory? I hope you're enjoying what we're doing on Figure Force. I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again soon.